What is going on? Happy Friday. I hope you're having a good start to your day. Kick back, relax. This video is a little different. It is a story time about a shorty that was on and off, kind of resurfacing here and there that I dealt with. So grab a snack, kick back. And I know I look a little crusty right now, but I wanted to make this video. And there's a lot of important factors that you should take notes, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, okay? I'm giving you the beginning just for context and background sake, right? For you to understand. So, this girl that I was dealing with, she used to be 30-minute drive, right? And she was easily pull up on me before work, after work, whatever the case may be. And remind you, she was a barista at the time. So you know how them hours go, right? But I was so honest and transparent, and I feel like that is what lacks in today's society. Honesty and transparency and human decency to add on to that, right? And common sense out the window, right? However, if you lie to yourself, you already lost. I'm not condoning lying to other people, but it's like if you can love yourself, you can easily give love, right? And we live in a world where it's so much just take, me, and that's going to humble you and crumble you into this new world that we're stepping into. That's a whole different video topic, though. But I was not trying to be a snake and get whatever I wanted, right? I was honest and transparent. Like, yo, where I'm at in my particular mental, emotional journey, spiritually, whatever the case may be, where I am with my life right now, I just recently got out of a relationship a few months back. And this is when I first got this crib, right? So I've been here for 3 years. So I'm 24 now. So this was when I was 21, 20, right? And you know what I'm saying? She understood that. She respected that. So it was easy flowing, easy going. You feel me? We had fun. We was vibing. We was talking. Respect was there. But, you know, it was having fun. Hookup culture, whatever the case you want to label it as, right? But I'm very selective because for me particularly, my preference and preferred and requirement is you ain't got that. Right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, reflect to 2020 beginning phases. And if you know, you know. And a lot of people got it, right? Even more than one. But I didn't know that about her in this particular moment because it was my first time linking, first time impression, first time hanging out, first time vibing, right? But, and it didn't cross my mind for me to ask because it was such a good vibe, right? And I didn't want to disturb that or break that, but there was understanding of like, yo, you got to ask something, ask it, don't be afraid, right? But we was vibing, we was drinking, and boom, we had, you know what I'm saying, it got crazy. It got crazy, all right? You feel me? It got crazy. But going back further forward, you feel me? It became to the point where from 30-minute drive, she was now 2 hours away because she was going through her own life and, you know, trying to find a place to live, lost her job and all that stuff. And I'm not trying to air her laundry out. I'm just giving you details of why it was 2 hours, you know what I'm saying, from 30 minutes to 2 hours. But, you know, there was a long drawn out period of, you know, after a few times hanging out when it was like 30 minutes, there was a long drawn out period of no hanging out, no in-person reaction. Here and there we was texting, right, blah, 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 a little talking. But it wasn't too deep. It wasn't too very surface level, right? And then eventually it was just silence altogether, right? And I was minding my business, playing a game with the homies, having a good time one night, and she hit me up. And then I was like, "Hey, what's up? How you been?" Blah blah blah. A little talk, you feel me? And then another long drawn out period, right? Very chill, very casual. I'm not being too blah. She's not being too blah. You feel me? So I didn't think nothing of it, right? But then I had to hit her up this time, and she was like, "Oh, I'm 2 hours away, but shit, I'm trying to see you. So what's good?" I'm like, "Oh, you trying to see me? You finna drive 2 hours?" She was like, "Nah." She was like, "Nah, that's a 2 hour train ride." I'm like, "Word." I'm over here comparing and contrasting and reflecting my whole relationship dynamic that I've had recently. You feel me? I'm like, damn, this shorty was taking a 2 hour train ride to see your boy, and we was not even dating. She just wanted some, you feel me? And she was on about how I miss you. I've been thinking about you. And here's the thing. Here is the thing. When somebody's having some sex dreams about you and shit, you very much start to pick up on that. I was picking up on that. I'm like, I'm like, damn, bitch, you popping up unannounced. Like, yo, chill. This is my territory. This is my space. This is my energy. What you doing here? You feel me? That particular moment, and then like a week later, boom, we were talking again. She pulled up to the crib instantly. You feel me? Midnight. She take a 2 hour, so that means at 2 a.m. You know what happens at midnight to 2 a.m. So she get here around 3. All right, bro. She stayed here to damn near. I think I was like 10 a.m. and I was like, yeah, I'm tired. You gotta go home. You gotta go home, right? So I started really thinking, and I reiterate this a lot into my reaction videos that I react. If you haven't already seen my page, make sure you smash like and comment and subscribe. So also comment down comment down below if you like these story time videos as well, because I do have a lot of decent story times that I want to talk about and give you some real steel sauce. You feel me? But she then, it was a long drawn out period of nothing right after that last particular moment, because I was like, damn, you saying you miss me, you want me, and this, that, and the third, but like I was honest and transparent, like that still having changes. That had no changes, right? And that's because my requirement is like I don't want a shorty that I'm dealing with to be off. You know what I'm saying? Jared up. That's just my preference. There was no hate. There was none of that. At least that I think of, no bad blood of ending. But I was just like, damn, you gotta have boundaries and respect yourself, to not let people just be in and out of your life. But sometimes that's how it is. Like with your close friends, like you've known your whole life. Like there'll be long periods where y'all don't talk, this and the third. But when y'all see each other, when y'all call each other, it's just like, hey, how you doing, man? How's it been? Blah 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 blah. Chop it up. You feel me? So it's very much so about having boundaries and respecting your boundaries, as well as making sure people respect you. And the thing is, like, I'm not saying that she was a bad person. Like she meant well. It's just that it wasn't there. It wasn't clicking. So the point is, too, people that like you, people that are genuinely interested in you, that want to make it work, that have something they want, and that you're providing them, and there's like an equal give and take, whether that's a relationship or platonically. For my case, it was platonically, because there was no like relationship in a sense of dating. That it was an equal give and take, and that someone that likes you is going to show up for you, going to do the little things that really matters. As a dude, it's like even if a shorty gives you like a $10 meal, you just like, damn, thank you for thinking about me. Shit, you ordered me food. Damn, I like that. We don't get that often. You feel me? So it's like when a shorty does little things like buy you cologne, you just like, damn, hold up. Some dudes will be so quick to be like, shit, let's get married tomorrow, like right now, fuck it. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Like that was just my experience of like, damn, coming out of a relationship, going into the whole phase, having fun, and having a shorty pull up 2 hours to come see you, and it's been a long time, a decent amount of time since y'all hung out. It makes you think back and look at the last relationship, like, damn, you could he or she couldn't pull up like 30-40 minutes of a drive, and this shorty over here doing a whole 2 hour trip just for some you over here thinking and reflecting like, damn, it really hit. I'm not saying compare and contrast and do all that, but sometimes you get in that space where you start thinking like, damn. That's why like people explore the option, and I feel like here's the thing: this little device that we have, it makes you think you have a lot of options, but reality, a lot of options don't show up and want you in the same way you do, right? So be very careful with that. So at the end of the day, deal with people that choose and show up for you, that respect you, that love you, that like you, whatever the case may be, and don't settle for some bullshit. For real. This is a crazy world we're living in. We don't gotta be settling. Okay. Um, yeah, that's all for the video. Comment down below what your experience, what you think about this. Um, I know some people will be like, "Damn, you lost a real one," but it's like, yeah, she was a good person at the end of the day. It just spiritually or emotionally, it wasn't a click, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, have a good one. Stay blessed as always. Peace.